Okay, well, I guess I'm online. I thought I had a little bit of a problem with the ReChat because I am currently streaming this both on Twitch and YouTube because I'm not 100% sure what platform I want to solidify into, if any. So I thought I'd best to try out both because Twitch's creative stream has been pretty robust recently. Been building a lot of in the creative community on Twitch, and of course YouTube being the behemoth that it is definitely something that if you're going to do any type of content with creative or anything like that, that you're definitely going to want to be on. So what this stream is about is to introduce myself. So hello world, my name is Jeremy. This is my first venture into anything of this sort with live streaming and social media, anything like this. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be mostly live streaming. Well, my first live stream video will be hopefully next Monday or Tuesday. I ordered a Prusa i3 MKS. I ordered that I think in March or April. Actually, I think it was April 11th to be exact, I'm pretty sure. And I just got the email notification this morning. Very excited that my kit is en route. And I've been tracking it with excitement all day. Lots of movement today. So according to the email and the tracking for UPS, it should be here sometime over the weekend. And I should have some time on Monday to stream the whole build. Now, according to Prusa's website, the quickest build that they have record of is 4 hours. I don't know if I could build it in 4 hours. Certainly gonna try, and I think that's kind of what this video is all about. Is there's lots of YouTube videos out there about building the MK, the i3 MK and the MKS. In fact, one of the inspirations for this video is Nillabean, and of course 3D Printing Nerd and countless other YouTube content creators who have done a fantastic job covering everything from the smallest to the biggest things that's happening in the 3D printer community. And as you can see from my camera here, I do have a 3D printer. And actually the funny story about this is a really a failed project. I don't know if anybody remembers back about 2, maybe 3 years ago, a Kickstarter program from a company called EZ3D. They did this 3D printer called the Phoenix. So there's the logo that came printed on the counterbalance carriage. And it was actually a huge flop, unfortunately. It's sad because overall this is a fairly fantastic build for a printer, but I can also see why it was a flop as well because it never really worked right, especially not for me, because I'm as many of you would out there call a noob to the 3D printing world. So it's something that I really have been thinking about getting into for a couple of years now. This was the Phoenix was my first venture into trying things out, and it kind of failed. Life came along. My job took over a good majority of my life. I now have 2 beautiful girls. One is almost 2, and the other one is just actually this weekend going to be 7 weeks old. So my life is pretty jam-packed with things to do, but I would like to make some room in my life to make videos like this, with again my first venture being the build of the MK2S from beginning to end. Now I won't be interacting with chat in case anybody does come on live for the build, because I will be trying to build it in such a way that it's almost an instruction manual, but not really, because again I'm not an expert at this. Now I have watched tons of videos. I have read over the assembly manual multiple times. In fact, I've got it. I believe I've got it up right now. Yep, there it is, right there. I really want to try and do it step by step for anybody that maybe in the future wants to use the video as a reference point. To help them build their MKS. I know that they have been way behind. In fact, yesterday was 9 weeks for mine, so again, really excited to get it in, and just looking forward to building it. But of course, as you can see here, I don't have a very big work area. This is a guest bedroom that's turned into a office slash guest bedroom, and I'm sure many of you have been in that same boat before. So I will be disassembling this. My original plan for this test video was to do this during the day on a weekday, take it apart on stream as just kind of a test, but just never found the time for it, unfortunately. So definitely, you know, something that I was looking forward to trying to do, but it's something just never really happened. And forgive all the camera switches. I've got a pretty robust setup here with multiple camera angles to try and get people the best view of what's going on in the action of the making of the Prusa MKS, i3 MKS. So definitely something that has got me really excited. Actually, I think I lost my YouTube stream. Let's see what's going on here. Oh no, looks like it says I'm still online. But anyway, so sync the preview player. Whatever. So again, like I said before, I'm brand new to streaming. Not brand new to computers or electronics or anything along that lines. It's not my job or anything along that lines, but it's definitely I'm not used to setting up all this kind of stuff. So definitely want to take the time to get things right. So it looks like a couple of my cameras aren't working here, so don't know what's going on there, but I'll definitely figure it out before I stream the live stream of the build. Maybe take a little bit more time before that build. And sorry, I keep looking around, so I've got the computer running the stream right here in front of me. Is when I keep staring at myself talking instead of up at the camera like I should be. And then I have a secondary monitor over here that's got currently it's got the Prusa webpage up, as you can see there. And then I've also got some little windows kind of down here that have got my video running. So I keep watching myself in every little camera angle. So I can't tell if the audio is loud enough or not until after this video is done and I go back and rewatch it to see if the audio is loud. So, you know, if you can, you know, please, you know, leave me a message. Again, this is being streamed live on both Facebook and on YouTube. Not Facebook, excuse me. Twitch and on YouTube, just to try and reach as much of the audience that might be interested in this kind of thing as I can. And I'm going to now kind of go through all my inputs while live. I don't see anybody online with me right now, so I'm kind of just talking to myself, which is perfectly fine. That's not what I'm here to do today. I'm here more to just test the stream out, but I don't see anybody else in here with me on either platform, so again, perfectly fine. But let's see. All right. So if you're new to YouTube streaming, one of the tools that's pretty well known, that's really good to use, is OBS, or Open Broadcasting Software, and of course that's what I am currently using. I do have 3 cameras rolling right now. I have the Logitech 922X, which is the main face cam, as I'm calling it, or the main work cam, or whatever we want to call it. I also have the not that one, not that one either. There we go. I also have the 930E Logitech camera up above me here. It's on a nice system that allows me to kind of move it around and get it above the work surface so you can see down and see what's going on. And then I have a cheap little thing called a TechNet 720. So this one's only 720, but what I really liked about this was that it gives me manual focus. So if I need to show you guys, the audience, something smaller, close up to the camera, I don't have to count on the autofocus for the camera, because I noticed in a lot of videos that I've watched, when people are trying to show you prints or show you a specific part that they're building or something along that lines, it's definitely something that has been a problem for people. They have to go into the settings of OBS and adjust the focus or something along that lines, because the Logitech cameras here don't have any type of focus on the camera itself. So I got this one specifically just because of the the manual focus. It does have some little LEDs built into it, so it can kind of light up, things real close. So if I get my hand up here, I can kind of get zoomed in and focus. And look, there's all my fingerprints. Let me steal those. Now one of the things that I want to do with this build is I kind of want to build it as if I was not a complete noob, but I didn't have anything else, no experience building a 3D printer. So I'm going to pretty much just use the tools that are provided in the kit with a few exceptions. Definitely going to have some sort of metric caliper. I have a digital caliper already that's metric and imperial, and it's something that has become very useful to me, not just with my tinkering, but with other things around my life. But it only goes up to 150 millimeters, and I actually ordered one yesterday from online, a manual one that goes up to 180 millimeters, because there's a measurement between the two rods on the y-axis that you want to make sure you get on the front and the back. So I'm definitely gonna use that. Also, some things that I got, of course, you've got just a nice, regular knife. And then, of course, you've got, actually, let me do this. Let me go to overhead and base. There we go. So, there we go. So I've got the digital calipers here. Get this thing open. Here we go. It's not a super nice set, but it wasn't the cheapest set either. But again, it only goes up to 150. The digital and the printed measurements only go up that far. So want that 170, 180 measurement definitely. So I'm going to be using those. Got my handy dandy pocket knife. Something else that is going to become handy, which I'm sure if you are at all a hobbyist or maker, you probably have, which is a nice hobby knife set, which never seem to want to stay in their places. I remember having one of these as a kid and always having the same exact problem. And when I got this kit, I was like, oh, fantastic. They've got these little magnets that are going to help keep all the blades in place. And yeah, that doesn't help a whole lot either. The magnet either falls out or the blades still continually fall out. But this will definitely help with cleaning up any of the printed pieces. I've watched a bunch of videos of people building these Prusa kits. And the printer pieces sometimes have little burrs or a little extra stringing from 3D printing. And any of you that's been in 3D printing before know exactly what I'm talking about. So definitely, and I just heard one of the blades fall as I did that. Also, I have some nice side cutters here, just for trimming some of the pieces that need to be trimmed, like the zip ties. They do provide you with a pair of needle nose pliers that have a cutter on them, but those obviously, I'm sure most of you know, don't work very well with getting into some of the tight spots we're going to have to get into. And then this is something I ordered online, and it's just a little file set. And this is going to be something that's probably going to be pretty handy when it comes to 3D printers. Because if you're getting a 3D printer, obviously you're probably going to tinker with a lot of stuff, a lot of different things. And it's definitely these kind of tools here. I would say these tools here are the kind of tools that you're going to want near your 3D printer. Maybe not the knife, but still, it's not going to be bad to have. But this setup of tools right here is probably something you're going to want to have. Also, something else that I bought, I noticed a lot of people use paint scrapers or spatulas or something along that line. Not that line to remove their prints from their print bed. I bought this putty knife set. They're a plastic with a really sharp edge. I mean, not sharp enough that I would cut myself, as I rub my finger across it, and check to make sure I didn't cut myself. I feel like this is probably going to work pretty well. It may or may not. I don't know. Won't know until I start printing stuff and finding out and using it. So definitely going to be an experiment there. But I feel like it might help. If not, I've got a paint scraper out in the garage that I can grab and use. I plan on mostly printing PLA at first because that's obviously the easiest to learn on, and I will live stream and or post videos of what I am doing and what I am learning along the way. My goal is to do at least one live stream or one video per week. Can't guarantee that. Actually, hold on a sec. because I'm still not sure if this audio is loud enough or not, but I can bring the mic a little bit closer to me. So let me bring it down. It's a little bit in frame there, but it looks like it's getting a little bit better values now. I'm kind of a loud guy anyway. So, but like I was saying, my goal is to at least once per week either live stream or post a video of what I've been doing, what I am doing, so on and so forth, any problems I run across, any best practices or good advice that I've gotten or have figured out or have learned online, just trying to further the 3D printing community along its way. Because I believe 3D printing is going to be something that's going to be ingrained in the community and in our everyday lives in the near future. And it's something that I would like to get my children, my two daughters, into because it has a lot of great aspects of what I believe future careers will need with the hardware, the software, and the integration of the two into each other. So definitely something that's absolutely fantastic. Actually, let me get back to what I was saying I was going to do. I like to do that. I say I'm going to do something and then I ramble on about something else. So hopefully that doesn't slow me down during the build. So I need to figure out which of my cameras aren't working and why. So that one works. So this one's not working. Why are you not working? You're supposed to be the zoom only camera. So I think I know why. I just have to figure out why. So that one's correct. And that is correct as well. So why aren't you working? That's working there. Let's figure it out. So I have a couple different scenes set up so that some of them can have like a border around them and some of them don't. But in order to do that and not have all of them with borders around them using the masks in OBS, I have to deactivate the so like this one here, it's got the mask around the on the edge here. I can't do this. There we go. There you go. So you can see it's kind of masked off to be kind of a blend. Just wanted to look a little bit nicer on the eyes instead of being a hard cut off. So this one's also got a mask around it too, which doesn't make any sense. Why would the zoom only not have it? So let's find out why. Properties, deactivate is on. Face and overhead's fine. That's fine. Overhead face is fine. Zoom face is fine. All right, so let's do the zoom only. And then delete that. And then gonna add it back. Should be right. Yeah, there it is. Yay. I figured it out. Okay, so that one works. So that one works as well. That's almost all my inputs. Where is the one that I'm missing? I got, oh, my face game's missing. Where's the 922? That's it. Well, anyway, that one's not one I'm going to use. And there's that one. Okay. It's funny that the preview shows it, but it doesn't show on my screen here. So I'll make sure I'm still live streaming over here. Yes, I am. Yay, so I figured out the live streaming portion of things. So now it's just time to see if the video actually works, or the audio, excuse me. The audio level actually works. And that. And center screen. Still not there. Transform. Screen. Oh, there you. Hey, there I am. Hi. How y'all doing? I'll have to play around that a little bit more before I go into the live stream. Actually, I think I need to do video capture device. I need to delete that one. Yes, I do. And I need to add it back as the what am I trying to say? I don't know. The masked one. So that's the 922 masked. Existing. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So you can see the mask really good right there. I honestly don't want that when it's full screen. We're going to bring it down right there. Bring this up here. Oh, for some reason I just messed everything up now. Don't know how I did that. Well, I'll get it fixed. Not a big deal. See, now I'm just messing everything up. Well, anyway. So I'll get that figured out. No big deal. So anyway, so I will go back to this one. Oh, see, now it's messing with me. Oh, there it is. I don't know if I like that. When you have the two different ones and you tell it to deactivate when it's not in use, it takes forever for it to switch back and forth. That's not fun. Well, anyway. All right, so that's going to be it for tonight. I've been streaming for about 25 minutes. Wow, time flies when you're in the stream. So I really don't know how this is going to go with trying to get that done in 4 hours if it's already almost been a half an hour and I've just been talking to myself. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Obviously, if you enjoyed, please hit the like button. If you want to see any of my future content, go ahead and click subscribe or follow me if you're on Twitch. Definitely would enjoy getting any information out to the people who want it. Just trying to pay forward what YouTube and Twitch have done for me, giving me hours and hours and hours of unlimited hours of entertainment. And information. YouTube and Twitch, well, YouTube specifically has been one of the places I go to anytime I have a question about something, I want to learn something. Pretty much a YouTube video out there about it. Not always right, but you know, it always gets me pointed in the right direction. And it's definitely something that I would like to pay forward and do for hopefully somebody else there out in their future. So I want to thank everybody for watching this video. I didn't get anybody live on here, but you know, hey, that's okay. Actually, did I get anybody live on here? Maybe on Twitch? It's saying I've got more messages. Nope, that's just me over and over and again. I was just testing the ReChat for streaming on both Twitch and YouTube and integrating it in. As you can see, it's on the left side of the screen there. So that if you're, no matter what platform you're on, you can still interact with each other. I really hope that one day it's a lot easier to integrate these multiple video platform systems in together. But anyway, so again, thank you all so very much. Again, hit the like button if you like this, follow or subscribe if you want to see my future content, and I appreciate all of you, and y'all have a wonderful night.